Dushyant. I'm grateful to Chairman Strive for giving me the opportunity to speak on this subject. I've heard very learned personalities, Shri Gurumurthy ji, a journalist par excellence, Shri Vivek Rai, a former Secretary Petroleum and DG Education MOD, and my esteemed Senior General Rameshwar Yadav sir. Ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned, I have joined this organization, Society of Indian Defence Manufacturers, just 3 months ago. And I am not very competent to comment on many issues which our esteemed senior Shri Vivek Rai ji have raised. Any case, the issue is I would like to introduce this Society of Indian Defence Manufacturers, and I will share a small slideshow.
Share screen.
You'll have to go down, sir. You have share screen.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah.
F5 double.
And you can start the slideshow, sir. Thereafter.
Yeah, I'll just. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So this is a Society of Indian Defence Manufacturers. This was a brainchild of our late Honorable Raksha Mantri Shri Manohar Parrikar ji in 2016, based on a committee decision. And this is what Dhiren Singh Committee in 2016. So this was introduced in 2017, and we are part of CII, a small child, just 4 years old. And as mentioned, the slide is a industry for the industry.
Your slide is not seen. I think there is some problem. Kindly double click it.
You can't see my screen?
No.
No, so we can't see your screen, sir.
You'll have to double click this because it is showing that Amul Mohan has started screen sharing, but it is the slides are not coming.
Stop करो.
दोबारा कर लीजिए.
1 second.
ये वाला ना? Sir.
Is it fine now?
Yeah,
no.
You can see now. Go ahead, sir.
So this is what we are, an apex organization. We have our headquarters in Delhi, where we have domain experts from all the 3 services. And Lucknow is the first office which is opened in September last year. So what we do, we are, as a handholding and creating a conducive policy environment for the growth of defense industry. We are a catalyst for the industry. So as you are aware of the slides, assess existing industrial capabilities, their defense requirements, bridge information gap by facilitating B2G engagement, and build the capacity in the industry. The SIDM also played a crucial role in this defense acquisition procedure manual and the other policies which have come out. And as Mr. Ray was mentioning about this, so a lot of clauses have been entered after extensive discussion with the industry. So SIDM creates the industrial capability reports, it surveys, and it's a forum for members to understand the capability vis-a-vis the defense production. We hold trade fairs along with the MOD, and last year a Champions Award was introduced for the startups and MSMEs. We have almost now 425 members, And as mentioned by General Yadav, we are already doing this SIDM training capsule on capacity building and advisory services. We are having regular webinars and seminars for the industry to understand the defense procurement procedures and the system to enter the defense industry. We are also there to bridge the information gap between the industry, and we are in touch with the MOD, the DRDO, the DGQA, and others. We have 9 committees of SIDM for various things: aerospace, armored tanks, weapons, etc. I'm not going to detail for lack of time. Now, I will just put this thing, just on 25th of February, the Honorable Prime Minister himself sat on the webinar for almost 2 hours, and he gave the opening address where almost 1,000 industry personnel, including the MSME, were attending. So this is just the coverage. And the aim was what? To understand. Now, this is what the Defense Ministry has given out. In 2021, it was 85,000 crore, public sector 68,000 crore, private sector 17,000 crore. And 2 of our PSUs are in the CIPRI's top 100, HAL to 42 and BL 66. And various licenses have been given till date, 566. As per Raksha Mantralaya, the exports are growing rapidly from 1,520 crores in 16-17 to 8,435 crores in 2021. And nearly 1,000 startups in defense and aerospace have been identified. A revised DAP has already covered, and 2 positive lists have been given out, which has 209 items. Enhanced FDI limit already covered 49 to 74%. And similarly, 2,500 items already indigenized, 351 to be indigenized in the coming years. There's an online portal called SIDM, which has been introduced for people to enter and understand and register themselves. Now, this is the IDEX, that is the innovations for defense excellence. And in this, problems open, startups have been engaged, and 64 contracts have been signed. And out of this, 9 prototypes have been developed in the last 1 year. SIDM portal to facilitate private industry to become part of the industry drive. And more than 18,400 items have been uploaded on this DFSU on the port for substitution at the value of 29,589 crores. Ordnance Factory Board already covered. There are 7 new DPSUs. I'll not go into that. And restructure of DGQA, shift from traditional inspection-based system to a prevention-based system. There's a new DPSUs. 3 are in Kanpur, Advanced Weapon Limited, Kanpur, Troop Comfort, and Gliders India. 1 in Chennai, Armored Vehicles, India Optel in Dehradun, Munition India in Khadki, and Yantra India in Mumbai. Now, this is very interesting. After this meeting on 25th, the Raksha Mantri, while in the closing, he immediately announced the following. 5 Make-1 projects will be sanctioned during the next financial year. A monitoring mechanism will be created under DG acquisition to monitor budget utilization with special focus towards private industry and startups. And quality assurance, as already mentioned, will be made non-intrusive. And last but not the least, IDEX Prime will launch, where required, fund of up to 10 crores will be considered for them. So this was the part 1 of my presentation. Now coming to the next, that is the main issue of defense corridor. Now this, in UP, the defense corridor is being looked after by UPIDA. That's the acronym, UP Expressway Industrial Development Authority.
Sir, again, you'll have to reshare it. It's not coming.
Double click. Screen sharing is there.
Stop coming.
The slides are not coming.
You can share the screen.
ये वाला.
Share.
Yeah.
You're back, sir.
Is it coming now?
Yes.
Thank you. So coming back to my point, in UP, the defense corridor is being looked after by UPIDA. And the CEO is the Home Secretary, Shri Avnish Avasthi ji. And interestingly, they have kept 2 army officers after retirement, 1 engineer officer and 1 RT officer to take care of the administration and the project. Now, the SIDM signed the MoU with the UPIDA in August. And the aim is that SIDM will assist the UPIDA in promoting defense industry in the state, assist in vetting the investment and arrange meetings. And SIDM headquarters to mobilize all resources to create a conducive ecosystem. I was appointed in September and our office is opened in the CIA complex in Gomti Nagar. Now, update on the UP defense corridor. Now, just before that, I must give out that in UP, we have 6 nodes. Aligarh, Kanpur, Jhansi, Agra, Lucknow, and Chitrakoot. Now, these nodes have been created based on the availability of space, land. Coming to Aligarh, this was inaugurated by the Honorable PM in September 21. It's on the Aligarh-Palwal State Highway in 2 parts, both sides of the road. And 19 industries have been given land there. And this is totally populated. So what the government, that is UPIDA, is to do is to give the boundary wall for the entire complex, water, electricity, and of course, security. So once this is done, they will start constructing. I overheard from General Dushyant that work has, so Aligarh, the work is began. Now coming to Kanpur, we have, it is on the Sara Tahsil on the state highway. However, the entire district of Kanpur has been nominated by the government of UP as defense corridor. So even if you have an industry in Kanpur district, it will be counted as defense corridor and whatever benefits will be given out of that. Coming to Jhansi. Jhansi, again, the Honorable Prime Minister was there on 19th November. And this is on the Bandha Road. And the Bundelkhand Expressway passes 40 kilometers of node. It will have the Bharat Dynamics. They've been given 183 hectares of land. And the work will commence shortly. Sorry. Chitrakoot, the land is available. However, presently the MoU has not been signed. Coming to Lucknow, Lucknow was, this thing was done by the Honorable Raksha Mantri on 27 December. So this is area of Bhatgaon. That is when you travel from Lucknow to Kanpur, place called Bani, where some of you remember you get very good samosas and gulab jamun. So beyond that is a huge place called Bhatgaon. So that 80 hectare land have been given to BrahMos. They will start their, the land acquisition has been done. Land acquisition, they have been already allotted land and the work will commence once the government gives them the boundary wall and the roads to that. Similarly, we have another industry, PTC industry, which is already existing in aerospace. They're dealing with Israel. They're already there. And the third is the DRDO Lab. That also will be made in Lucknow. Now, Agra, as you all aware, because of TTZ, Taj Tapabian Zone, we can't have a polluting industry. So we have planned for robotics, radar, command system, and electronics. Now, this is just a slide on land bank. 1,546 hectares of land have been procured by the government and it will be allotted accordingly. I'll not go into detail the moment. A similar thing on the land allotment. As I mentioned earlier, All these facilities have done. Now, centers of excellence, IIT Kanpur and BHU are functioning with the government and giving all the support. The investment of roughly about 2527 has been confirmed, and a total investment of almost 8,380 crores is expected by 2024. Now, there was a talk of the two industrial corridors, UP and Tamil Nadu. Now, Tamil Nadu, the industrial corridor is on to the right. The map is not very clear. It is Chennai, Trichy, Salem, Coimbatore, and Hosur. As you all are aware that definitely the Chennai corridor, the Tamil Nadu corridor is already very well developed. As you are aware, Chennai is the vehicle hub. We have the BEL, we have the DRDO, we have the CVRD. In Trichy, we have BHEL, Coimbatore, General Engineering. Salem is the steel plants of Tamil Nadu. And Hosur, of course, aircraft parts and MROs. UP, we are beginning and things are moving. So as I repeat, Aligarh is fully covered. 19 industries have already taken land. Lucknow and Jhansi. Kanpur, we have some industries who are coming up with the various clothing, defense clothing, bulletproof jackets, helmets, etc. Chitrakoot, we have huge land, which the government decides we can even have a test range, other things which are yet to become, possibly because of the ongoing elections. There's been little delay on the issue of other nodes. Coming back to the UP, like Aligarh, we had the die casting metalworks. Lucknow, we already have the HAL, the ancillary division, and various other industries. Kanpur, we have HAL producing the Dornier. We have these 3 DPSUs now, leather, clothing, paras. Jhansi, as I said, Jhansi and Agra, land is available. Already covered this. Now, issues of which I will stop share just a minute.
Move the slides.
Yeah. Now the question which was being talked about is about the progress and how we are going about it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have in UP a very large trained manpower. We have the people who are we have the people who are there in the industry. All these have been mapped by the government of UP and their labor office. And the start is a little slow, but it is catching on. And with these 2 major industry of BrahMos at Lucknow and BDL, number of ancillary industries are going to pump in their issues. And the one thing which I forgot to mention is the AK-203 rifle factory coming up in Korba, which is not a DPSU directly, it is directly under the Army. One major is the CEO. So they also require composite polymer parts for their magazine and other parts of the rifle, which is already underway. So we have a big hub, of course, Kanpur, whatever industrial, we have a big hub already with the old ordnance factories and HAL, and Lucknow and Agra being connected to the new highway again. And as you all are aware, the Bundelkhand highway starting from Aligarh coming to Jhansi and going on to Chitrakoot. So that will be a major advantage to all the industries there. In addition, the UP government has also announced that other than defense industries, the Ganga Express highway, which is coming up, will also have survey for other industries in the state. So this is what I have, whatever I have gathered in my 3 months of tenure in the SIDM. But coming back to the SIDM, we are a very vibrant force, and now we are going for the Defense Expo in Gandhinagar starting from 10th March. And a lot of meetings are held. We had meetings with a number of foreign countries where the industry people took a lot of interest: Poland, Greece, Canada, and other countries. I have finished, sir. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind, sir. Thank you very much.